but at least a little more momentum than many had feared. So where are the jobs? And are those actually jobs out there, but there aren't people qualified enough to fill them? That's something to hear from employers. Joining me now is actor John Ratzenberger. He's also a senior fellow at the Center for America. And you, sir, are passionate about skills, training for skills, manufacturing jobs, and getting people the training they need to keep these jobs here.
Well, it's also, for me, it's to dance with the one who brought you. The civilization that we've created here was created by manufacturing. It was people skilled in carpentry and bricklaying, electricity. To be able to create a civilization, the sewers and all the infrastructure, we're still living off the infrastructure that our grandparents created.
That's right.
And what we're doing now is, or what we're not doing is training people to fill those shoes.
How do we do that? How do we, is it vocational training?
Yeah, vocational training, and because we bought into the philosophy that everyone's got to go to college. Well, the Bureau of Statistics just came out with the numbers that by 2020, there's going to be 10 million of those jobs unfilled.
Skilled labor jobs.
Skilled labor, because the average age is about 56 years old.
Yeah.
So try to get a bricklayer now to come to your house. It's not going to happen for a couple of 2-3 weeks, and they may or may not take the job, because there's so few of them now.
One of the things that's interesting to me is that many of these are ladder jobs, meaning that you can start and then your pay increases as you go.
Right.
You need to be good at it. You need on-the-job training. You need to be a hard worker and disciplined and all this stuff. It's not for just anybody, but there are a lot of careers out there if you can match the skills of the kid or the young person with the demands in the economy. Our government don't do that very well.
Like we used to do. No, we bought into the fallacy that everyone's got to go to college. And so our answer to it is a 10 by 20 program. If you go to centerforamerica.org, you can download a handbook on how you can help anywhere in the country, no matter who you are or what you do. You go to the schools, talk to them about vocational training. If you have a factory, go to the schools and have the kids tour the factory. But we need to bring honor and respect back to those trades. Yeah. Like Germany does it well. So that's why everybody goes, Mercedes-Benz. And that's the other thing, too. You know, driving a car from Germany, your shoes are made in India, your shirt's made in China, and you're wondering where the jobs went? Well, because we taxed them out of the country.
We know where the jobs went, and the jobs, quite frankly, some people say that one of the reasons why the prowess of a manufacturing job, the fact that you could have a high school education, take a lunchbox, and build a middle class for your family without a lot of education. We don't have that stepping stone. It's been pulled out from under us.
Yes, kids graduate from high school now. This is the president of a big aircraft company told me this. Kids graduate from high school now without the ability to read a ruler. Very smart kids, but where in their whole lives are they going to read a ruler? Not playing a video game. If there's no more shop courses, if there's no more home ec courses, you have no idea about measurement. Well, if you build something, you have to know how to measure.
Right.
And you can't just start people when they're 22. You have to start them when they're young.
Well, we need to have a better, it's not just college or just vocational. We have to have a better, people are different. Everyone has different skills. You just look at your own family. Everyone has different strengths and weaknesses. But do we have enough opportunities in the country, in the job market, in the education system, to absorb everybody, no matter what their skills are?
Right now, there are tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of jobs unfilled. I know somebody specifically in Chicago who could put 20 welders to work tomorrow. We can't find one. Because
they're not trained.
No, they're trained welders out there, but they're making such big money that they're not going to work for someone else.
Right.
People actually raid other factories to entice a welder to work for them. That's how desperate it is out there to find skilled workers. I call them necessary workers, because your job, my job, Shaquille O'Neal, whoever else.
We're unnecessary.
Really? We provide a service. But if we disappeared overnight, well, people would be sad in our families and stuff, but the country would go on just fine. But if the truck drivers, the welders, the carpenters all disappeared, we'd grind to a halt. We've got to reverse that. See, for so long, I think since the 60s, we've been honoring failure instead of success.
What do you mean?
In the media. You'll have a carpenter come in on the screen. Let's say it's a movie or a TV show. They're depicted as being a buffoon or a drunk or a thief. And the hero is some 16-year-old pot-smoking knucklehead that just kind of flops through life, but we've made them heroes.
I'm not sure I've noticed that cultural shift, but I think that the idea of honoring skilled work with your hands is something that the country just has to do. You can't outsource some of these jobs if you are a good skilled laborer in this country and you're, plumbers and welders and the like. It's the kind of things that we should be teaching people how to do, because you're right, not everybody's going to be able to be a software engineer.
Well, you're going to give them dignity and respect as well. Like if you go to AOL this week, I'm hosting a program on there, and where you can find jobs in those skilled trades. John
Ratzenberger, a senior fellow of the Center for America and an American manufacturing activist. Very nice to meet you, sir.
Thank you.
Have a great weekend.
CenterForAmerica.org. Thanks for
CenterForAmerica.org. There you go. Carol, back to you.